In this video, we're going to learn how to compute data in SPSS. Sometimes when we have, for example, a survey that asks several questions on some type of scale, and in this case it's shyness scale, we want to add them or create a mean of all the respondents' answers so that we can get one total score for that scale. So in our data, we want to create a mean of all the answers respondents gave on the shyness scale. For our data, you can see here question 1 shyness, question 2 shyness recode, and so on. The questions that say recode have recoded data because these questions were reverse order questions. In other words, for question 1, higher scores mean higher ratings in shyness. But the questions were asked for questions 2 and 4 in a reverse way. So instead of asking, I consider myself very shy, and someone would answer in total agreement with a higher score, in this one it might be asking, I consider myself very outgoing. And in that case, a higher score would actually be the opposite of more shyness. So we recoded for higher scores to be reversed from, for example, 5s to 1s, and so on. So to begin computing our data for our shyness score, click on Transform and select Compute Variable. And we're going to give this a name. And this is the naming of the variable, so there cannot be no different characters or spaces. So we're going to put shyness total. And we can label it better here. And in order to get a mean of all of our 4 questions here, we go over here to this function group box and scroll down until you find statistical and select it. And then select mean in this functions and special variables box. And this will give us a mean. And we want to hit this arrow so that it goes up in here. So now we can create a mean with our 4 variables. So you can see that it's highlighted, so it's going to allow me to highlight this and it'll put it in there for me and replace the question mark. Now it's up to you to get rid of this question mark by highlighting it, and then select 2 and push it over there. Now we need to keep the same formatting here, so select a comma to separate our variables and select the next one and insert it in. Put another comma, select the last one and insert it. And then select OK. Now, if you scroll all the way over to the end of your data, you can see now that we have a total for shyness. Go to variable view, you can see here where we have the name, and when we gave it a label with that allows for spaces is here.